Hello everyone and welcome to Dyson Sphere Program, a brand new game that hit early access on Steam I think a week ago or so. It is currently widely known as the Factorio in Space because you build a giant Megafactory that spans even star systems and requires you to, well, build a Dyson Sphere, so that's why the game is called like that. And without any further ado, let's just hop into the game. I guess most of you will know what a Dyson Sphere is. Just in case you don't know, it's basically...
Welcome to the actual
after
universe. You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission.
Thanks. So a Dyson Sphere is basically a solar panel, a spherical solar panel that you build around a star so that you can harness 100% of its energy. So, I don't think...
Everything here is yours. As one of Cosmo and the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere Program, you will explore this cluster step by step. By using the resources here to construct the Dyson Sphere to provide energy for the CentreBrain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch. I have chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission, which has necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
Okay, and now we are in charge to land over here. So yeah, the task is pretty simple. You start with nothing, you gather resources, build a giant factory and construct a Dyson Sphere to bring energy to the CentreBrain, which I assume is some kind of AI that, controls us.
Now you are about to reach the designated planet.
And this looks like a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. I already did, I think, 30 minutes or so test run just to see if, everything works. And the first thing I noticed was those crystal formations. They also come in blue.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality. You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
Okay. We will do this. Okay, the first thing that came to mind when I saw these crystals is we are an SCV.
Now try to recycle the space capsule.
Yeah.
Right-click on it to recycle.
And also we look like Optimus Prime and have a giant laser attached to our arm.
You can use the same operation to collect resources, such as trees, gravel, etc. In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands. You receive several items after recycling the space capsule. Click the inventory button in the lower right corner of the screen to open the cabin to view them.
So what did we find? We found hydrogen fuel rods, iron ingot, magnet, and copper ingot. So pretty straightforward. Let's see. Do we get any new tasks? I'm not sure. So the first thing you might notice is that we have a core energy bar down below.
You can hold down mouse middle button drag to rotate the angle of view, or slide the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
Oh, we can zoom in really close. I really like the graphics. It looks beautiful. Can't wait to see how those mega structures really look like. Also, overview is pretty nice. So, we were talking about the core energy. So, everything we do requires energy. And you can see here we have this mecha panel with a fuel chamber. And we can put in anything that is considered fuel, as you can see here.
You have not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research. Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree and activate a research.
Nice. So this is the research tree, as you can see here. It's huge, kind of like the Kerbal Space Program research tree. That looks somewhat similar. So let's see. The final research is mission completed. Yeah, perfect. Artificial star. Let's check out some of those. I have not looked to the right side of this research tree in my test run. Vertical launching silo. Dyson Sphere stress system. Ooh, gas giant explosion. Okay, so there's a lot of high-tech stuff to research. But let's start simple with electromagnetism, which will unlock the mining machine, the Tesla tower, which is kind of like the power pole, and the wind turbine. So let's try and do that. Okay, so to research this, we need magnetic coil, which we can build right here. We can produce 5 of those with the starting resources. And then this will be used for manual research. And I'm just mining coal to, I don't know, 100. And then just fill this in the fuel chamber. Like that. Alright, so let's stop this. Perfect. So now
you have created a mining machine to achieve ore collecting automation. Pick it up from the inventory or select it on gathering of construction menu to build it.
Okay, well, those
you
are
can use
pretty
the R
big.
key to rotate the mining machine for covering more veins. The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the shift key.
Yeah, we will not ignore grid snapping. I like grid snapping, so I think I will place this right here. This will cover 9 veins. Now we have this tiny drone that just goes to work. And now we have to place the wind turbine. And I think I will start, well, right here. And now we just need the Tesla tower.
You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power
Like this.
supply. Use the Tesla tower to extend the area of the power grid.
Perfect.
You have done building the first power transmission facility, Tesla Tower. It can carry out short-distance wireless power transmission and expand the power supply area of the power grid. Click on it to view the current power grid information.
Yeah, so the demand is 420 kilowatts and we are producing 300, so we need an additional wind turbine, which we can build with a building menu. But for that, we need magnets, and for magnets, we need iron. Okay, so let's just gather all the coal, and then we need to find the blue crystals. I saw some, oh, over there. Some in the distance. Yeah, also we can fly. This consumes a little bit more power, but I guess it's faster. And I also think, I haven't tested yet, but I think we can increase the walking speed of our mech. So let's start to mine some iron ore by hand, and hope. Yeah, this will allow us to produce more of those. One thing I noticed, this is really interesting, is that not everything is made from iron ingots, or not, that iron ingots are not the only thing that you can smelt iron ore into. You can also smelt it into magnets, so just collecting iron ore and smelting it like you do in FACTORIO will not work in Dyson Sphere Program. So let's see, how many more can we do? I think now we are out of copper, I guess. Because we have enough iron. Yeah, we are. Okay, so let's head back to our... You can see on the minimap where we already placed facilities. So let's head over to our tiny base. And then add additional wind turbines. As you can see here, the wind turbines have to be separated quite a bit. So they cannot overlap, which makes sense. So I guess we will need another power source later. But for now, this should do. So let's see if we get all of that. Yeah, now it's operating at full speed. So you can see we are now producing 270 per minute, which is, I think, 30 per vein that we cover. So covering more vein will increase the speed, not just the amount you can gather. And now the next plan, I guess, should be to build 2 more miners. But for that we need copper. Copper was down here on those, and then we can yeah, when we have one miner for each of those veins, then we can start to work on something like automation. So let's take a look at the tech tree. Yeah, over here you can see the upgrades menu. So this is all the upgrades for the Mac. I haven't looked at them completely, but yeah, this will increase the energy of the Mac core. Able to view the veins distribution on the planet. Oh, I haven't seen this yet. Okay, so let's start with the basics. We have a basic logistics system, which is storage, the sorter, which is the inserter in Factorio, and the conveyor belt. And I guess this should be the first thing to do so that we can automatically store the stuff that the miners produce. So let's see, how many copper do we have? We have enough, I guess. Let's see, we need 10 of those for the research, and we need 10 circuits. Oh, this is 2 for each batch, so this should do. And then we also need 2 additional miners, which we can't do because we are out of energy again. Not out of energy, out of iron. So in the beginning it's a lot of walking back and forth. But I guess this will end soon. Once we researched automation. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Turning the camera also turns the Mac. Whoops. Not intended. So let's land here, gather some more iron. And let's start with 1. Yeah, we are lacking iron. 2. Nice, basic logistics unlocked.
You have received the sorter and the conveyor belt, which can achieve full automation now. Use the conveyor belt to transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
Yes. Okay. But for the moment, I guess what we should do is to store everything in chests or in storage. Storage MK1 is kind of like a chest, but it's pretty big. It's 3x3. It's at the same size as the... it's bigger than the wind turbines, actually. So let's see. We have 2 miners unlocked. We also have conveyor belts. We might need some additional wind turbines. I don't know. Maybe just 2 and a couple of Tesla towers, just to get every facility started. So let's see, how can we cover... This will cover 6. Oh, this will cover, let's say, a lot. This is 7. I think this was 8, right? No, it's... Yeah, this is 8. Okay, so let's build 1 mining machine here. And then... Yeah, I guess we will give those machines their own power supply for the moment. And then we can already... Oh, core energy depleted. Not good. Let's just refuel. We can already place down the conveyor belts.
When putting a conveyor belt, all you need to do is determine the starting point and the end point of it. In addition, use the up arrow key to lift up 1 level, and use the down arrow key to drop down 1 level after the conveyor belt is lifted. Press keypad 0 to reset the construction height of the conveyor belt to the ground. If you don't want the conveyor belt to be attached to the building, you can try holding down the shift key.
Okay, so now we have the Tesla towers. Which means we will now have power for this one. And now you can see it's already packed in small boxes. I like it. Okay, and now what we can do is place Not enough ores. We need a storage building. And we need even more ore for that. Oh, this is stone ore. Whoops. This was on the other side of the island, right? So let's head over to the other side. What are we building at the moment? We are building nothing. We definitely need more conveyor belts. Yeah, let's just produce 10 of those. Yeah, over here we have stone that we can mine. Also, this is a stone vein. But I like to get those rocks lying around first. From time to time they have other resources in them, which is kind of nice. Also, we can make some space for our buildings. Like this. Okay, and then we can also remove all the trees. I'm not sure if we need the trees later, or if there are hostile aliens on those planets, or, well, inhabitants. We are the alien here. But I'm not sure. For the moment, let's just get rid of those so we can see better what we are doing. Also, we can use the organics stuff for refueling our mech. So let's add conveyor belt to here. And now we can build 3 of those storage units. Add this to the mech and this. And also the plant fuel. So now we have 757 megajoule. And we are done with our first storage building. So as you can see, storage buildings are pretty big. So let's add one. Oh, nope. Wait a second.
You built a storage, which can be used to store cargo. You can manually store or use the sorter to automatically stock the cargo.
Yes. So now...
The sorter is a transportation connector of cargoes between facilities. It will automatically transport them as long as the supply facility and the receiving facility are bridged.
Yes. Okay, so we now place down one of those sorters. Just some top overhead conveyor belts. And this will now store all the coal inside. And the fun thing is that those sorters can just go right next to each other. So you can see the amount of input that this building has. It receives, or it can connect 3 of those sorters to each side. And those sorters can span up to 3 blocks, I think. So if we have a conveyor belt on this side and on this side, they can all connect to this building. So this is kind of nice, and it looks pretty nice. So now the coal gets stored in here. Pretty nice. So let's see, we now have one more mining machine for the copper, I think. Although we should, I guess we should start with iron. This is more important. We also placed the miner already over there. So let's go to the other side. Do we have an additional wind turbine? Yes, we have. So one right there. And then let's place... Actually, let's make sure that we are in range of the Tesla tower. Place this right here. And then now we need more sorters. Like this. And then we can, I guess, disassemble all those conveyor belts. And now we have iron production automated. Perfect. Okay. So let's take a look at the research. We now have automated metallurgy, which will enable building smelters, of course. And then the next step would be to unlock electromagnetic matrix, which is the research lab, and then, yeah, the assembler, which would allow us to do some, well, a lot of which will start the automation process, basically. So let's do this, and then actually let's take some of this with us, because we need 10 of those and 10 of those, like this. Okay, let's see if this runs at full capacity. It does, which means we can hop over to our final destination and set up this system for the copper. Something like this should be fine. Get some conveyor belts. Oh no. What's over here? Oh, there's angle too steep. Okay, fine. Let's move to here. Add the storage building right next to it. Add the sorters. And now we just need to bring over power via Tesla tower. So one right here. And then one right here to connect. Smelting is done. Copper is automated as well. So now we have all the basic resources automated, and I guess that's a pretty good start and a nice moment to finish this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, leave a like on this video, of course, and subscribe if you haven't to see more. Yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.